Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's fitness vlog, I'm going to be sharing my workout split and giving you tips and ideas on how to create your own workout split. I'm going to show you a whole home gym tour. I'm going to go to the grocery store and we got to make a few meals together. And we'll also go through a workout together, a full fitness vlog on this gloomy day. We are off to the gym to go run. I don't even have a run scheduled for today, but it has been such terrible weather that I need to go move my body and do some cardio. I actually have an upper body lift scheduled, which I probably shouldn't skip it because I only do one upper body day a week. So we might do both. For my pre-workout snack, I brought these little French toast bite rice cake things. They're so freaking good. I'm gonna eat that as my pre-workout carb snack. And then my Beats, something about putting on the big chunky earphones, locking in, I just feel like I'm in my own world. So I really like it, even though they do get kind of sweaty and kind of gross. But of course, my running shoe, I love these. These are the ASIC Gel Nimbus 26, I think. These are great. They're a very cushiony shoe, not meant for sprinting. This is for just casual running. I wouldn't do a race or anything in these. But the last thing I brought is my Tower 28 spray. This stuff is so freaking great. It's like an antibacterial spray. So after I run and get back in my car, I'll just spray this all over my face and it just helps prevent breakouts. I really do think it works. I need a car mount or something because I want to talk and drive at the same time. When I put my car into gear, my phone's just gonna go boop. Watch, here we go. Oh, yeah, too dangerous to drive with. So I'm gonna go to the gym, run, and hopefully be out of my slump once we're done.
Time, just a little more time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time, one more time. I need time, just a little more time. I need time, just a little more time.
I'm gonna do some pull-ups. Now with pull-ups, I always use the straps. Otherwise, it puts too much emphasis on my bicep, my arms. I don't want to focus on gripping the bar, any of that. I literally just want to do pull-ups. So I use, this brand is called Versa Grips. They are expensive, but I've had these literally since I started my fitness journey.
Just a little more time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. I don't wanna like too much, hey. I just wanna build you up, hey. I just wanna feel your touch, wanna feel your touch.
Okay, honestly, that was not the move, running and then going to try and do a lift. I thought it'd be fun because it's just upper body and I don't hit upper body near as hard as I do lower. I just don't want to do it. It hasn't been a good lift, which is fine. Usually I wouldn't run and lift in the same day. I don't know why. I just needed to run to get some happiness going, but I shouldn't have tried to lift, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna burn out with inverted row to just really fatigue the full upper body after doing some back and some shoulders, and we'll call it a day.
Look, can I get up next to you? Up in the middle with the night texting you. Sky's looking clear for the night, set for two. Gotta mix a Henny with the Sprite, set the mood, set the mood, set the mood. Yeah, you're nice. You can have my heart, just name the price. Trying to get a grip, you became my vice. Need a piece of your life.
Time to make a little latte. Nathan just got a fancy new Breville machine. I have all these drinks on here. I'm gonna do a latte. Latte. You gotta tamp it. Make sure it's all flat on top. We have our espresso. Now I need to make some milk to froth to pour into my espresso to make it a latte. Oh, that's good. Start from the floor up and build our way up. So the floor, we had different options. So you can do like roll-on gym floor, you can do like gym floor tiles that like puzzle piece together, or you can do like horse stall mats from Tractor Supply. And we ended up going with the Tractor Supply horse stall mats, which I love them. They have been absolutely great. Speckled, which I like because there's probably also Oakley hair you can see and just like dust and stuff. So it's nice that they weren't just like plain black. And thickness, there's different thickness. We honestly went with the thinner one. Like this is not very thick. They have thicker. We have had no issues with them. We're not dropping like 400 pounds on them anyway, so these have been perfectly fine. Did not get any sort of like sticky things. Like these are all just loose mats we set in here. We did have to cut, Nathan had to cut some to obviously fit along the outsides. They didn't just like perfectly fit in here, but for the most part, they did fit pretty well. We wanted to just see how it works. So in the future, you know, if they shift a lot or we have issues, like we can always get the things that hold them together or stick them down. But for right now, they've been working great. So we actually got pretty much all of our equipment from Titan Fitness. You don't have to obviously go through one brand, but we just found that to be easiest and it's pretty cohesive and it all looks super nice together. Start off with the squat rack. You obviously see our setup right here. Going with like just the half squat rack. You can obviously do like the full cage and stuff like that, but just for like a home gym garage, we didn't need that and it would just take up too much space. I don't know if they had issues with just it being stable. That's why they ended up putting the boards behind it, but it works great. It's very, very stable and it has the hooks so you can move these things to any height you want. And obviously we got the barbell separate, just a standard barbell, but I love this. It's so minimal space, like it literally takes up nothing. Moving over here, have this lovely leg machine, which is a leg press and hack squat. This way, it can be a leg press, so go in like this, obviously it's a leg press. Switch this down. Stand up for the platform, and you can turn this into this as obviously a full hack squat. With this machine, I will say it's tall person friendly. I'm like 5'5", 5'6", and I would say that's almost like the minimum height you want to be. If you're any shorter, is not going to be a good enough range of motion on the machine. Nathan is 6 foot, so it works really good for him. Like he has no issues. I would say if you're 5'6" or below, you might have some limits with range of motion, especially the hack squat part. Over here we have another leg machine, which is just a hamstring and leg extension curl. So you can use this little knob right here to move it to either a leg extension. So this pad will move either down for a leg extension or it stays right there for a hamstring curl. It is plate loaded, so we just use our plates for that. Our cable machine, I really like this. It's very smooth. Obviously these things are adjustable, they go up and down. And it comes with all the attachments. Like, I have no complaints with this, no complaints. This also has a pull-up bar. But yeah, there's not much to talk about here. I honestly was shocked by how good this works because sometimes cable machines are just rickety-rackety or they're not smooth. But these are really smooth, so no complaints. Moving right around the gym over here, we have our lat tower. But the cool thing about this is it's a lat tower, so you can do your hold downs right here, but you also have another cable down here that you can do like seated rows. So you can sit, has this foot thing you can adjust, and you can row. Has a little multi-function for back, which is super nice, super nice. This right here is the most useful thing that I'm so glad we got and I would recommend for anyone doing a home gym. It is obviously a plate tree, but it has wheels. In a squat rack, like I can literally just wheel it over. Or if I'm using a leg press, I can just wheel it over. And it's just super nice, so you don't have to have a place to store your plates, but also you don't have to carry them across the whole gym back and forth. You can move this around as needed. So I put barbells on here as well. We only have one barbell, so we usually keep it on the rack, but she's super nice. I love this. Pivot over here, ba-boom. This is a little dumbbell section. Dumbbell rack, and all the dumbbells are from Titan, of course. And then the mirrors, so the mirrors are actually from Home Depot. I follow me on Home Gym, and she got her mirrors from Home Depot, and I was like, those look nice. So these are just 2 mirrors. I think they were $100 each, I want to say, which honestly, for how big they are, like, I don't think is that bad. Let me show you. Separate ones. The seam obviously goes right down the middle. It doesn't like warp it or anything, but there is the seam, but you just stand on one side or the other. It's not that big a deal. And they have these little things that you hang up and then kind of the mirror on it. And then it's hung at the top. But I love these mirrors. They're big, they're pretty, they're just what we needed. They have different types of dumbbells on Titan too. We did the metal handle and then the like rubber outside. Clean and sharp. We did 10, 25s, 35s, 50, 70, 80, what are those? 90, we got 90s and 100s. Benches, we got one flat bench, and then the one over there is adjustable, so we like having one of both. Honestly, I think we did a really good job about like, we really thought about like, okay, what do we need? Like we just didn't randomly start buying stuff. We were pretty strategic with it, and I think the things we got are like super perfect and they fit well in here. I don't regret or wish we did anything different so far. I do want to add like some more mirrors, like maybe on that side. There's stuff I want to like kind of add just to make it prettier and more aesthetic in here, but for like the basics, the foundation, the equipment we got, I'm really, really happy with it. Home gym tour, I'm gonna put the links of stuff in the description if you have like specific questions. Leave a comment and I will get back to you, but home gym has been a huge success so far and we absolutely love it. I used to be the person that would literally grocery shop once a week and get everything I needed, but that's just not me anymore. Ended up getting stuff for chicken parm sandwiches. They had these, no idea how you pronounce this. Ciabatta, no idea. But they're like roll/buns. They look so good. So I'm gonna use this for my chicken parm sandwich. I got mozzarella cheese and marinara sauce. So that's gonna be dinner. And then lunch, I've been doing my shrimp bowl, which is just shrimp, peas, Alfredo, and rice. This shrimp is so good. If you haven't already, I highly recommend this. It's so easy to cook, such good macros. Like for 4 ounces, it's 100 calories, 21 grams of protein, 1 fat. Like, come on, come on, come on. So, and you literally just throw it in a hot pan, put a little seasoning on it, and it cooks in like 5 minutes. Got beef, always gotta grab beef while I'm here. I get 93.7. So much cheaper here. Love Aldi. Can you tell I love Aldi? So I'm gonna drive home. We're gonna make lunch and try and get through another gloomy day. I'm dying. I'm low-key dying in this gloomy weather, I'm not gonna lie. This is what it's looking like with the rice, peas, and shrimp. And then I'm just gonna put some of this on here. This is like my favorite meal right now, honestly. I want to talk about my workout split and kind of give you tips for creating your own workout split, because I know, especially with social media, like even myself is like, okay, here's my split, and the next person's like, here's my split, like here's the perfect split. Like there's just so much information out there. So I want to kind of explain my split, why I do what I do, and then kind of give you, like I said, tips for your own split. I'll do a full video, a full fitness journey if you're ever interested, but basically I have been lifting for just under 5 years. I started right around COVID time, just before COVID time. So when I started, I was very bodybuilding focused. Like I was lifting 5 to 7 days a week, which definitely don't recommend lifting 7 days a week. I didn't have a lot of knowledge, but I was lifting 5 to 7 days a week. That's pretty much it. That was my main focus for probably 2 years of literally just like wanting to build muscle. Put a lot of time and effort into a very basic split, like quads and glutes, hamstrings and glutes, push, which is shoulders, triceps, chest, and pull, back and biceps. So I was doing just a full split each week, hitting every muscle group 1 to 2 times. Boom, for years. Like, I think I've gotten to a place where I do like the amount of muscle mass I have for myself. I spent years building the muscle mass I have, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I always want to grow my glutes, but like just with my upper body, other parts of my legs, like I'm happy with where they were at. I wasn't loving how I was looking anymore, and I wasn't really enjoying doing it anymore. So I was like, okay, we need to like regroup. My fiance, he's big into running, so I was like, you know what, like why not me? Like, why couldn't that be me? And so I got into running. And again, that's a whole other story for another video, but long story short, I've been running for just under a year now. Nothing crazy. I don't have any plans to do half marathon or anything like that. With all of my stages of fitness, honestly, I've never wanted to take it to the extreme. Like when I love strength training, I never wanted to do a bodybuilding show. Now that I'm getting into running, I don't want to go run a marathon. Like I literally do this for my health and wellness and because I enjoy it. So I don't take things to the extreme, which isn't a bad or a good thing, but I just wanted a basic split to feel good each week and actually enjoy training. I wasn't enjoying strength training 5-6 days a week. Right now, I do 3 running, 3 lifting. With lifting, honestly right now, the only muscle mass I want to grow if possible is like my glutes, my lower body area. As far as my upper body, I'm not looking to put any muscle mass on there. I just kind of want to preserve the muscle mass I have. So I hit upper body once a week, which is just usually back and shoulders. Again, just preserve the muscle I have, not really working on like progressive overload, increasing my weights every single week. Like going in and getting a little bit of a challenge, getting a pump, but that's pretty much the extent of my upper body. And then for lower body, I still hit it twice a week, mostly just glute focused. Some of the movements are gonna use a little quad or a little hamstring, but for the most part, those are just glute days. I've kind of worked my way up with running. At first I was only doing 2 days a week or 1, and now I've kind of worked up to where I think 3 is comfortable for me. Like I said, I still do want to preserve, like I don't want to lose all the muscle mass in my legs. It usually range from like 3 to 6 miles. I would say 5 is like my average. 3 times per week, 2 glute days, 1 upper body day. So that is my split for my goals. That is fully tailored to me. With all my coaching clients, like I'm not like, oh, here, this split works for me, now you go do it. You know, they have different goals. They're at different spots in their fitness journey. So I want to give you tips on like creating your own workout split. Number 1 is going to be, what do you enjoy? Like I know that sounds silly, but like what form of movement do you enjoy? Because to an extent, you need to enjoy what you're doing. Not saying like every day I'm pumped to go run or do my workout, but for the most part, I enjoy what I do. Whether that's running, strength training, solid core, yoga, Pilates, like what form of movement do you enjoy? Long walks, like figure out what that is that you like, and that's going to be a part of your schedule. Strength training is something that I do recommend for everybody. Having muscle mass doesn't have to be like you want to be the Hulk. It doesn't mean you want to be a bodybuilder, but having some muscle mass on your frame is great for not only your physique, but for long-term healthiness, good joints. Just having a strong body is very important as you just continue to get older, right? The great thing about having muscle mass, the more muscle you have, the more food your body needs to feed all that muscle. So people would be like, how's your metabolism so high? How can you eat that much? I have built quite a bit of muscle. Like I eat a lot more now and maintain a lean physique than I could when I was 18. Now, how many times you want to strength train a week is kind of up to you. I would recommend at least twice for like just bare minimum longevity results. Now, if you are new into the fitness world, like you're just trying to get into it, you know, build some muscle, you want to kind of change your physique type of thing, I would recommend at least 3 to 4. And you can do that however you want. Like like full body days, and you would rather do like 3 full body days to keep it interesting. You're hitting all the muscle groups. It's fun, it's higher paced. Or if you like the traditional style of like hitting one muscle group per workout, you could do like a lower body day, an upper body day, second lower body day if you really want to grow your lower body, or a second upper body day if you really want to grow your upper body. There's so many ways to split it up to how you enjoy. Strength training, at least 2 days a week, if not 3 to 4. Incorporate something else on the other days. So let's say you strength train 3 days out of the week. 5 to 6 days you should be moving in some way, shape, or form. So if you want to lift 3 days and then get like 4 10K steps the other 3, perfect. If you want to do 3 strength training days and then a class 2 other days and then 1 long walk day, perfect. If you want to do, what's another one? 3 strength training, 2 cardio days, and a long walk day, beautiful. You know, as long as you have some sort of strength training in your workout and you are moving your body 5 to 6 days out of the week in some way, shape, or form through walking, cardio, classes, like you are doing great. And the way that you are going to get results isn't by having the craziest workout split ever, it's being consistent with your workout split. That's what it comes down to. Whatever you can be consistent with, make happen.